What's up? It's me, TST Tom, and welcome back to... You know, this is quite an amazing time on the internet because despite everything that's going on in the world, you never quite know what the internet is going to be obsessed over. It could be a game starring little beans, a game starring little beans without arms, destroying the capitalist society, or a burger, from McDonald's no less. So if you haven't been living under a rock for the last month or so, you probably know about the burger made by Travis Scott, the famed Fortnite character. And you probably know that it's become so popular that on the day of the release, there were people who had been camping out for 16 days without taking a break to shower. I bet McDonald's appreciated the service. It's just amazing how much the entirety of the internet has lost their minds over this burger. Obviously, I'm a little bit late to this. As of recording this video, the Travis Scott meal is going to be discontinued within a couple days. But let me tell you, the reactions to this have been insane. The first wave was the TikTokers, who, as you'll see, took an interesting approach.
McDonald's, you can order when you're ready.
You know why I'm here?
All of these TikToks tend to follow the same format. Person will go up to window, tell the people that they know why they're there, and then when the employee spins into a spiral of confusion, blast sicko mode. Although some people just bypass the first few steps and just do this last step directly. When this first started happening, it really gained a lot of traction. McDonald's sent out a tweet actually acknowledging this and encouraging it, telling the TikTokers to say that Cactus Jack sent you. Somehow it seemed that there was a miscommunication or some kind of crazy game of telephone because tell them Cactus Jack sent you became...
Cactus Jack me.
Which in turn became...
Yeah, Cactus Jack in my mouth.
And then there are weirdos like this guy.
Me and my slime are hung like some horses. We need two patty Travvies. Cactus Jack my mom and knocked my dad out. I like your cut, G.
Well, boy, howdy, they do seem to be speaking in tongues these days, I tell y'all what. That was a dumb bit. As this trend continued, you can imagine that there were people on the receiving end of this that were, you know, getting a little bit tired.
I want to play this afternoon. We've had a hectic day. Please don't play.
I like your cut, G.
Oh, the pain in their voice. They were trying to stop the incoming tide, but you can't stop a tsunami with a sand wall. Poor soul. But of course, harassing McDonald's workers was not the only part of this trend. There was the onslaught of people who suddenly became food reviewers, or at least were food reviewers and then saw this chance to capitalize on incoming internet fame. And you've got the people who are rightfully not taking it very seriously at all, like Moist Critical.
These may look like ordinary french fries, but these are Travis Scott french fries, so I have no doubt they'll be delectable. Oh, so much beauty. Look, just look at that. Breaking open the box, you can already immediately see an angelic glow shining down upon this patty. You may not believe in God, but you will believe in Travis Scott after you try this meal. I tell ya, it's made me a believer.
Well, when Jesus himself says something like that, you know that it carries quite a bit of weight. But then, of course, on the other end, you've got people who are actually trying to review the food seriously. Like this guy, who has a short 2-minute review of the Travis Scott burger that seemingly he doesn't have a tripod for his camera, as it just like life, it slowly tilts. You never notice. You never notice it passing by until it's gone. Or even when looking back in reverse, speeding it up. Which you can't do in life. Because life goes by quickly. And you'll never get those moments back. So maybe the tilted camera represents all of us in the ever-coming onslaught of time.
It's lit!
I liked his review because it was short, sweet, and, you know, gave it a glowing review, obviously, which why wouldn't you? And then we've got this guy who calls himself T-Mac Eats, who gave a 4-minute review, so twice as long, but still pretty short, review of the Travis Scott meal. So let's see what he has to say.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy T-Mac Eating. I'm back again with another video. And today, guys, I'm finna go to McDonald's. I'm finna try out this new Travis Scott burger they talking about. Everybody been hyping it up, like talking about it's great, it's good. I'm finna see what it hit like, though. You feel me? If it ain't hitting on nothing, you know I got to tell y'all, fam, because I don't want y'all to waste y'all time, money, and energy, and also your taste bud, for one.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to... I'm not making a joke here. I genuinely don't know what he's saying most of the time. Yeah, that's embarrassing. What is very understandable for me is his reaction to the burger.
The sandwich was trash. I wasted $6.60.
I love how he looks so heartbroken as well. Look at those eyes. Those are eyes that have seen true sadness. Speaking of immeasurable disappointment and ruined days, no collection of food reviews would be complete without the one, the only, the report of the week. Well, will you look at that? Isn't that a pretty great segue? Oh my god. There's a reason that the report of the week is the king of food review on this platform. His review of the Travis Scott meal is very thorough. He shows you every nook and cranny and facet of this magnificent piece of art, and he gives his own honest and thoughtful critique.
You get the main course, the sandwich, you get your fries and a drink for $6, which is a pretty good deal. You can tell by repeating that word twice that really confirms that it is indeed a good deal and that I didn't just stutter and now I'm trying to make up for it.
This man is a national treasure and should be protected at all costs. But of course, the Travis Scott meal is not where the Travis Scott and McDonald's goodness ends. There was also a merch store that was launched that featured several products such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, and even a giant $300 chicken nugget body pillow. I'm sorry. Oh my god, this is amazing. You know what the best part is? Those sold out so quickly. Of course, who wouldn't want a $300 chicken nugget body pillow? A lot of people, apparently, actually. But honestly, leading all back to this, you may be asking yourself, why? Why? Why is Travis partnering up with McDonald's? This whole thing is interesting to me because it's honestly brilliant marketing. Think about it. Both ends of this deal are getting a ton out of it. This whole thing is getting a whole bunch of free publicity just from the memes. It's exactly like the whole Cybertruck thing. Elon Musk, because he made such a big deal out of the Cybertruck and made it looking kind of goofy, he gave people the opportunity to make amazing memes out of it. And so thus he didn't spend a single cent on advertising. And there were hundreds of thousands of pre-orders for the Cybertruck. This is the exact same thing. People are memeing the hell out of this. Everyone's talking about the Travis Scott meal, and thus, because of that, they're talking about Travis Scott, and they're talking about McDonald's. For Travis Scott, this works because now, between this and his collaboration with Fortnite, he's probably on the mind of every single 8-year-old south of the North Pole. And McDonald's isn't coming out of this shortchanged either. This caused so much publicity and so much demand that some stores actually had to stop selling Quarter Pounders because they were running out of supplies. I mean, you can't get much better than that. And it's interesting because it's directly contrasts Burger King's recent failure with the King of Stream advertising campaign, where people are talking about that, but for the wrong reasons. Their campaign is going to actively discourage people from buying Burger King. Two giants in their industry are battling it out with two different types of online advertising, and one of them succeeded massively. And the other just made people entirely angry. And so, in the future, when people are looking towards online advertising, they're going to look towards Travis Scott and the McDonald's meal. It's kind of just like a small case study in the massive power, yet unpredictability of online advertising. But of course, nothing lasts forever, so just like the universe itself, the Travis Scott meal promotion is coming to an end very soon. Brain-eating amoeba. Brain eating. And so you may be asking yourself, how can I get my own Travis Scott meal after this magnificent era is over? And while you could buy a stale Travis Scott meal that's probably been there for days off of eBay, you could also follow these simple steps. First of all, you're going to need circular bread, preferably buns. Then, of course, you're going to need cheese. Cheddar works just fine. Just cut off a few slices off the block, that should be good. Of course, you can't forget lettuce. Just take off a few leaves and save those. Now there's a mix of sauces on Travis's meal. You can go with any sauce that you like, just know that sauce is critical. You just need that sauce to give that meal its Travis Scott-ness. Now you may not have hamburger meat, that's just fine. All you need is ham. After all, ham is in the name of hamburger. But ham by itself will not be enough, so what you need to do is take the soul of a Fortnite player using this special device. Inject the soul into the meat. Assemble all the ingredients and place on a plate. And of course, you can never forget the most important ingredient. Sicko mode. You know, it's not actually that half bad.